in the game. It's the Shamrocks and the Antlers.
Nebraska. Today, it's the opener of a new NFL season between the Dublin Shamrocks and NFL season.
Partner, there's no hiding my excitement as I got ready this morning. I could not wait to get here for this game. Imagine what it's like out there on the field for those players, though. OTAs, training camp, preseason has all led to this moment when they officially kick this one off to get the season underway.
In Omaha. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And they will be led out by their signal caller in his second year in the NFL now.
I tell you what, when he is on schedule for that week, secondaries take notice because you've got to stay alert back there on every snap. A truly powerful arm, one that's capable of challenging any level of the defense on any given play. That's why so many scouts preach arm talent when preparing for the NFL draft. A quarterback with arm strength to make every...
On 1st and 10, Schmidt. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. So what an exciting time here in this great American city. When you looked at the most likely places for a relocated team to move to, thought about London, Mexico City, maybe St. Louis, San Diego, but no, the decision was made. This is the place this ownership group wanted to move the team to. And if the early returns are any indication, they made the right call. What a scene. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. 2nd and 10. Back to throw again. He'll get this complete to Rondale Moore. And he goes down, but not the curtain that they gave us for their game plan. And I don't think that's going to be the last one we see.
I think you're exactly right about that.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. They'll look to throw again. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
How about that? Red man coverage and decided to test him early. But it proved up to the task and forced the incompletion.
They'll run for the first time with Saquon Barkley. And he'll get about 5 here as he'll take this down inside the 20-yard line. Play number 9 now on this pretty long opening drive. But this is 3rd down. Back to throw. Schmidt. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. That good for 6 as they keep this drive right on rolling. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Moore. So the completion good for 6 yards, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 8-yard line.
They go back to the ground now with Barkley. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Just a yard of the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And probably the wise decision there. No one open. He just throws it away. And that keeps the field goal on the table as it's 4th down. Now Kaimi Fairbairn for the field goal try. From the left hash, a chip shot here. The kick by Fairbairn is good. Well, all offseason, probably a lot of thought goes into that first drive of week 1. And
Accomplished, points on the board.
so out comes this offense to take over for the first time. They're led onto the field by the former Cal Bear and the #1 overall pick in 2016, Jared Goff.
And at one point, the ascension of Jared Goff was really, really strong. Back-to-back Pro Bowls, took his team to the Super Bowl, and came really within 1/4 of winning it. But since that time, he's had bouts of inconsistency, and that's been the struggle for him as he tries to get back to the form he showed earlier in his career.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he's taken down. It's a gain of 3 from the 17 to the 20. 2nd and 7 from the 20.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 20-yard line.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10. Here's Goff. Got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice, easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he could break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. On 2nd down, it's Jones. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there.
And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. Boy, fingers crossed here. First quarter of a new season, already an injury. And while they attend to him, we'll step aside.
Goff on first down. His throw incomplete. Devin Duvernay, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Here's Goff. Catch is made by Marquise Brown. And he's brought down. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive.
Goff's throws on target to Duvernay.
He'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards.
From the 35, here's 2nd and 3.
From the gun, here's Goff. And his throw is incomplete.
But there is a certainty in this game. We know that wherever he goes, he's going to draw a big-time crowd.
Throws in a double coverage there, and look, that's something that he's going to have to deal with a lot in this game, I'm sure.
Yeah, they were lucky to get away with that one where it just fell incomplete, but they're going to count on him to uncover latent routes and make some difficult catches.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There's pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
That kick, by the way, Charles, a career long.
Well, we did watch him in pregame, and he hit from this distance, so not a surprise. But there still is something exciting about it, carrying it over from practice and pregame to actually doing it in live action.
And he'll be stopped up at the 25. Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their 2nd drive. They finished off their opening drive of the campaign with a field goal on the last drive. Now they'll search for a touchdown here on this go-around. 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Schmidt. The line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
From the gun on 3rd down. Schmidt.
He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
Sometimes the game is pretty simple. Put a few extra defensive backs on the field, give them nowhere to throw the football, force the incompletion, and get off the field on 3rd down.
Wisnowski on to punt as he sends this one away.
The call for a fair catch, and it's made at about the 23-yard line. A 41-yard punt there with no return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
On 1st down, Goff. Got a man, it's Brown. is well upfield across the 45. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Goff now to throw. And this one too low.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
Now they'll toss to Jones running left. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12. Let's see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down. Throwing on third. Goff. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. And 21 yards there as they convert on third.
First down, Shamrocks.
These two teams all tied after one. Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Second down and a little more than a yard here. Off the option, it's Jones. Oh, fine work there as he gets this thing down to the 11-yard line.
Holding offense.
An unfortunate time for the penalty there. That cancels out a positive play from this offense.
Well, not to sound too trite or too accepting, but you and I both know it happens. You got to accept it and move on. Yardage, you got to get back. Focus on the next play. Move on.
Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. To throw is Goff. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
And on now is the punter, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. This one angles out of bounds in a good spot in the coffin corner. And they're going to mark this out of the 5-yard line. Now here's the Omaha offense getting set to go now. Well, they're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So he's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
Running again with Barkley on second down. Good strength, but not able to get a whole lot. Tackled shy of the 10. The offense on third down, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball. But he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
So from their own end zone here, this kicks away. And he'll take it on this side of midfield. It's a return of 4 following a 42-yard punt. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. Now, during that run, an injury here. We got one of those big blockers in some discomfort. Boy, you always hate to see injuries, especially tough here in week 1. Just hoping this is nothing serious. We'll take a quick timeout. And here's Jones again on second down. And he's going to be met at about the 43.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. defense, and guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature and make sure you don't get hurt.
And throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect.
And that's the knowledge you gain from being in this league for a long time. He's learned the hard way when to give up and fight another down. And that's a smart move to throw it away.
They go ahead and snap it. Gone. This short pass into the hands of Njoku. And he's taken down inside the 30. Fourth down, no problem. Just a ho-hum pickup of 14 to keep the offense on the field. Both sides were holding their breath there on that fourth down play, and the offense can breathe a sigh of relief.
And both knew exactly where the first down markers were. I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Second down, another shot for Jones. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1? Now gone. He's got his target. That's complete. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And that could be one of those turning point plays in a ball game. A field goal gets you the lead here, but they want to make a statement and get 6 points. And they're certainly going to get that opportunity as they get the conversion and set up 1st and goal.
A chance for a first touchdown drive of the year. It's 1st and goal. Jones is into the end zone. Touchdown. Just power football there down near the goal line. Give it to him. He's able to push his way across.
Yeah, they went heavy there. Sometimes you have those big offensive linemen come in, have to report like they're eligible, but all they're doing is getting a good stance, blocking, and getting their runner across the goal line.
Extra point forthcoming. And he's 1 for 1 on the new year as his kick is good. So that drive goes 8 plays. And the last play in the drive was a touchdown run by Aaron Jones. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. And here's the Omaha offense getting set to go now. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Well, that's an excellent way to get the pass rush activated. The first sack of the game for them comes on the first play of the drive, and it makes it very tough for the opponent to pick up a first down now, playing behind the sticks.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Barkley inside handoff. And he'll find some room to get this up to about the 14. Give him 5 yards on the run there, but it'll leave him with a definite 3rd and long on the horizon. Operating from the gun, Schmidt. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. The pressure from multiple guys there as they bury him for a big 9-yard loss. And they'll send out their punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he's able to get it out of there. Oh, he shifts past him. Call that a 45-yard punt, just 2 yards there on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Dublin's offense now set to take over. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
On 1st and 10, Goff.
On this one, incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
Goff.
Open man is Duvernay.
5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
What terrifies defenses when they see slant routes thrown is that the receiver is on the move, and oftentimes he catches it and gets upfield. Does a really nice job rallying to him and stopping him for a minimal gain.
He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. That one good for 14 yards.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 19-yard line.
Again, Goff.
The throw out wide going to be incomplete.
And here you're down in the red zone. You need to be smart, not force anything. So that's a wise decision to just get rid of the football.
Now Goff. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it.
And they will take over at the 29-yard line.
Hey, we can preach ball security all we want here, but how about that effort on defense? Excellent job inside the red zone. Just took away at least 3 points by forcing that fumble.
This offense back to work now late in this first half. And with them trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get into field goal range.
Following the fumble recovery, Schmidt. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down.
Samuel Jr. on the coverage.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down.
A short throw, and that's hauled in by Mayer.
Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts.
So as they talk it over, we step aside.
Taking it about the 16.
One more go for this offense in the first half. And we'll see how much they want to push things, leading already here 10-3.
Clock at 20 seconds to go in the half as they come up 1st and 10. They'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
They'll keep it on the ground again here. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much, and welcome back to football, everybody. We've got a full slate of 16 games here to start the new season, so let's take our first trip around the NFL. in that first half. It was the veteran Aaron Jones who had it going. He had a touchdown run that helped get his guys this halftime lead. This has certainly been a fun one to watch so far. We knew this was going to be a battle, but we have not been disappointed. This is the kind of game that could wind up hinging on which side could play mistake-free football the rest of the way.
From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. This offense ready to go to begin this third quarter. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation and pick up those pass rushers, because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete.
That was a classic example of trying to run with the ball without securing the catch. He was thinking about those rack yards instead of making the catch first and then taking off.
Back to throw, Goff. Throwing left sideline there, but it's incomplete.
And so many times we look at the opening drive of the third quarter as a tone setter, and many coaches do emphasize it, and that's a strong performance there defensively to force incompletion and, more importantly, force a quick punting situation.
And taken right at the 35. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially, and they will take over 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Schmidt. He'll get this to Flowers, left side. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it's second down.
Brings us 2nd and 4 at the 47-yard line.
Looking to throw. Schmidt. Now a short pass pulled in by Washington. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he gets it down to the 48, enough for the first.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secure before they slide off, and try and chip someone at the second level.
From the 44-yard line, here's the 2nd down and 6. Now a toss right to Barkley. Oh, a heck of a move.
Man.
And he takes it down to the 40 with a pickup of 4.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
3rd and 2.
On 3rd down, Barkley. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. He dumps it off to Barkley. Only able to gain a couple there, and it'll be 2nd down.
I know it was a game, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there, because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling held it to an okay game.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. Out of the huddle now for play number 9 on this drive. This is 3rd down and 8. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. So 2 3rd down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a 3rd, and now they deal with 4th down.
Tiny Fairbairn on for the field goal. A 51-yard attempt.
Fairbairn able to put this one through, and that'll bring him back within 4. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
But no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
And here's Jones again on second down. And he'll get about 3 up close to the 35. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on third. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on third and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That's a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. 2nd and 10, third quarter of the season opener. Off the option, it's Jones. And he's going to bull his way forward to the 48. 53 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. They'll try and run for it with Jones. And able to pick up the first across midfield to the 47. And 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Again, it's Jones. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. So maybe just a momentary setback on what's been a great drive so far. But 2nd and 13 here. Out of the gun. Goff. This will be caught by Brown. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line. Now following the completion, we're going to get a stoppage here for an injury. While the medical staff checks on him, we'll step aside in this Week 1 contest. Here comes play number 9 now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Here's Goff. And unable to connect. If he had caught it, it would have been a first down. Instead, it's 4th.
That is certainly one way to frustrate a quarterback. When there's extra defenders on the field, dime package, lots of speed, no space to fit in the football.
Now, meanwhile, they go for it on 4th down, and my goodness, incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And this 10-play drive winds up yielding nothing. Even though they didn't get it, probably the right call. Too long for a field goal and just not a whole lot to gain from a punt there.
Yeah, you wouldn't have really netted very much yardage if you punt the ball, right? And the thing about a field goal, and you know this from so much experience,
the pressure comes and down he goes. Well, Aaron Donald just so strong they can't block him, and he records the sack.
2nd and 14 at the 37-yard line.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Schmidt. To the sideline and incomplete.
And this drive is almost over before it began thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on first down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
On the draw, this is Barkley. And he gets this only to the 44-yard line. Not near enough to keep the drive alive. Give him 8 yards on the carry, and that's going to bring up 4th down. They bring their punter out there now as he's on for the 5th time here today. Well, on that punt, we've got a man shaken up. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Josie Jewell. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line.
Partner, I think this one won a ride very simply because he overestimated his arm strength and his ability to fit it anywhere he wants to. A lot of quarterbacks do that and often pay the price.
Now here's the Omaha offense getting set to go now. And they'll take over here following the interception with good field position and a chance to take the lead with a touchdown. Throwing to start the drive. Schmidt. Throw caught by Flowers. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. Here's a 2nd and 5.
At the 20-yard line.
Back to throw. Schmidt. This one goes out wide for Barkley. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
Brings up 3rd and 5.
We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports. Here is 3rd and 5. As we are just about set to go here in quarter number 4. From the gun on 3rd down. Schmidt. And that is incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Hitting Mayer here on the out route. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. The decision to go for it doesn't pan out. And as a result, possession switches hands. And they've now made 2 trips to the red zone and still looking for their first touchdown.
Not able to punch it in, and if you're on defense, your confidence is sky high. Because mentally, you're saying, hey, you're in the red zone. We're thinking we're giving up 3. We just want to give up 6. In this case, they end up not giving up the touchdown at all. They've got to feel great about what they got done.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there. And on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously. But at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
Now a 1st down throw. Goff. This one swung out here to Jones. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 45-yard line.
An inside give to Jones. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard. Gone. Under pressure, and down he goes. And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. So they bring out their punter as he's on here to punt it away. We'll call it a 42-yard punt, 3 on the return. Omaha's offense back out for another series. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a 4th quarter lead. They'll start out on the ground in Saquon Barkley. And a short pickup to about the 25.
I know we can't hear what's going on in that huddle right now, but I'll guarantee you at least one offensive lineman is saying, My bad. We simply couldn't move them off the line of scrimmage. We've got to do a better job trying to root those guys out of there.
And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield. That winds up pushing him back 11 yards on the sack. And that'll bring up third.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback has now received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
Third and 19.
Operating from the gun, Schmidt. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up fourth down.
We've got to give out a little applause on that play. It has to go to the defense. More good work by them. They've taken away the passing lanes all game long, and you can see the frustration that it's causing because he just about threw that one into the first row.
It's fielded at the 45. So a change of possession here on the punt. And this offense takes over in great shape right at the 50. First and 10.
Dublin's offense now set to take over. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead.
Up the middle, Jones. And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line.
So from just across the midfield stripe, here's 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Here's Goff. Over the middle, complete. It's Brown. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. That catch puts him over 70 yards receiving now as he's got a first down. From the shotgun to give to Jones.
Down at the 35, it'll be 2nd down. I'm sure that's going to be the formula. Just keep the ball on the ground. Keep that clock moving.
And when you have the lead this late in the game, above all, stay in bounds. Yes, take care of the football. Yes, gain yardage, but stay in bounds and let that clock tick.
Now a throw here to his running back. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
Now it's gone. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And he'll go down inside the 15 at his own 13-yard line. A critical error there in a tight game in the fourth.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the fourth quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing, when he goes down at the 26, a pickup of 13, and that last play began at the 13. First down.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
They keep it with Barkley on first down.
And not a whole lot there, maybe a yard to the 27.
You know, it's not just all athleticism from defensive linemen. Let's give them a little credit for their football intelligence as well. Read and react by them, understood the play call, and stacked it up and stuffed the run.
Now here's a throw. It's complete. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
That's good. 4A. First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Looking to throw. Schmidt. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. And he is going to lose yardage here.
It looked like the defense, they were ready for that one.
Really left him almost no room to work after catching the ball. He could throw every move in the book at him. They were there, and they tackle him for a loss.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. He's back to throw.
The throw here right sideline falls incomplete.
Partner, they've got one chance left to keep this one going, and I think for you and me, Let's think along with their offensive coordinator now. Has to think back, cycle through every play of this contest, and remember what's worked and what hasn't. Because right here, he needs the best play of the game in order to keep this one alive.
Now they go for it on fourth, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the ball will go over on downs on the short side of the field. And I believe the referee's been buzzed. Yeah, they want to take another look at this call, and it's certainly a big one here late in a tight game. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Well, here's the call. A short throw, and that's hauled in by Mayer.
And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
Now 2nd and 4.
Second and 4 at the 43-yard line.
Back to throw. Throwing the out, incomplete. It's Jennings.
Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now.
He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll get it with just a shade under a minute to go in the game.
Here's 2nd down.
Back to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Patrick. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the fourth. Wow.
Charles, what a big drive late in the 4th quarter to take this lead.
And normally you're really excited if your offense has the ball late in the game. But I think this crew is really excited to have their defense go back out there because they haven't surrendered a point in the 4th quarter yet. They've helped make this comeback possible with their defensive play. Now they get a chance to finish this game off.
Now an important extra point here to stretch this lead to a field goal. He's got it, and this is indeed up to a 3-point lead. A pretty long drive that time, 11 plays all told. And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee and they'll put it out to the 25. So Jared Goff in the offense, down 13-10, a little over 50 seconds remaining. This is only week 1 of the season, folks. Get strapped in as they come up here 1st and 10.
Meanwhile, Goff's throw taken in by Watkins here. And he's going to get out of bounds with the 1st down, so that's going to double their pleasure for sure. They get the 1st and save a timeout.
Goff now to throw.
Able to find Jones.
And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game.
And that's complete to Brown.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. Now Goff. Throw left side complete. That's Watkins. And whistles, and they take their final timeout with 7 seconds left. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
And here come the whistles and a timeout with 7 seconds left. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This to potentially send us to overtime. And his kick is good. And they will tie this game here in the final seconds.
So a money kick there in the final seconds, and now, barring any hijinks on the kickoff here, partner, I think you and we're going to settle in for a little overtime.
And I wouldn't have it any other way. This has been a dogfight all through regulation. No reason to think it won't continue in the extra period.
Final whistle blows, and we need some extra time here to decide who will be the victor.
60 minutes, just not enough some days to decide who's going to win the game.
It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. But here's the Omaha offense getting set to go now. All set up for him right now, Charles. Opening possession of overtime. They've got the football. They also obviously have this home crowd behind them in a big way.
They get that extra energy from them, but they've got to be careful not to let that adrenaline get away from them and play too fast or create errors of their own making. Use that energy, embrace it, but make sure they channel it the right way. They've got a chance to go downfield, score a touchdown, and end this game.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. Fifth catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down. Charles, you get into these overtime situations, that's not a bad guy to dial into.
Well, when you have to have plays, especially in a spot as you just described, we're in OT, you've got to go to the guys you can trust and you know are going to make the plays. Well, they say, it's not the X's and the O's, it's the Jimmies and the Joes.
Throwing on first down. Schmidt to Barkley on the check down. And he's down right around midfield after a gain of 2, maybe 3. We'll play only the one overtime here. If time runs out, it'll be a tie as they come up on second down. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he is going to lose yardage here. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. To throw on 3rd down. Schmidt. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th. Well, I know you're toward the middle of the field here, but still, 4th down this distance, you got to punt it right.
That's definitely the first instinct, because you say, okay, let's just play some field position, make sure we don't lose the game here, turn it over in a key spot. But if you feel really good about your trigger guy, if you feel great about him, you might want to leave the ball in his hands and let him work his magic.
Dublin's offense now set to take over. Well, their defense, they did the important thing. They got the stop. They didn't allow a point, but now they're backed up here pretty far, Charles. Going to need a significant drive to try to get into position for the game-winning field goal.
Yeah, partner, don't you think that defense is on the sidelines right now saying, don't come to us with your problems about where you're starting. We did the important part. We kept them off the board, kept us in the ball game. Find a way to maneuver downfield, at least get in the field goal range, and get us a win.
The pressure from multiple guys there as they bury him for a big 9-yard loss.
I think most quarterbacks would love to have the goal line actually extend up into the air and turn into a wall. And they can put their back against it and know exactly where they are on the field so they don't end up in the end zone. Didn't do it on that play, but perilously close to the goal line.
They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on 3rd down. Offensive line wasn't set. There's the flag, and 5 yards back they go.
Quarterback has to look around and make sure that his team is ready to go. Sometimes the quarterbacks go faster than is necessary.
So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now. 3rd and long. After the penalty, it's Jones. He juked him. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. It's a 7-yard run, but it does bring up 4th down. The punt team on now is from their end zone. They get it away. Now a fair catch taken, maybe a yard or two shy of midfield. 36 yards on the punt with no return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Throwing to start the drive. Schmidt. He dumps it off to Barkley. He doesn't find a ton of space following the display of quick feet down just inside the 45. Second down and 6 now.
2nd and 6 at the 44-yard line.
Up the middle with Barkley. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside, and so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
2 minutes left in this overtime session, and still all tied. A first down carry for Barkley. And able to get this to the 31.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
On second down, here's Barkley. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
They'll run it again with Barkley. And he'll be stopped well short. Only 2 yards there. 4th and 3. Now a timeout called for by the defense. They'll be down to just 1 remaining as we step aside here in overtime. And he got it. The kick is good. In overtime, he's able to split the uprights. And this home crowd is in a frenzy as their guys have pulled it out of the end. But Charles, a very simple mission anytime that you play on your home turf, and that is to defend your home turf. And today,
we'll be in the playoffs. That's why defending the home field is vital.
So for Omaha, they needed overtime to do it, but they get the Week 1 victory thanks to the field goal. And they will hit the road next week. Meanwhile, for Dublin, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the road. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.